Hello, welcome to Module 3 of the Almond Butter Production course. We're going to be talking about setting up the almond butter business in this module. Let's get started. So, the first thing we're going to be talking about is your business planning essentials. So, you have to create a business plan. This business plan is very important for you to visualize your business goals, to see the roadmap, to see what makes your business stand out. So, the business plan essentially contains your overview, which is what the business is all about, your tagline, um, the value that you're bringing to the market. And then it contains information about your competitors, you have your financial analysis, you have your target customers, your production costs, your market research, your distribution strategy, the marketing strategy to be used, and a couple of other things that are very important to know as you go about the business. It also contains the roadmaps, short term, mid term, long term for your business. And this is something that you could always present to investors, and I advise that you take the time to do your business plan, as this would actually help you to know what the business is all about. So, it's one thing to create almond butter in your kitchen, it's another thing to make a business out of it. And you really want to know what you're getting your toes into. So, I advise that you do more research on business plan creation and get more information about that. Also, something you're going to have to do is to identify your niche. So, what kind of almond butter do I want to go into processing? Where do I want to start? Do I want to have a plain almond butter, or do I want flavored almond butter? Do I want to start with raw almond butter, or do I want roasted? Do I want the smooth almond butter, or do I want mine to just stand out in the market, have a bit of chunk in it? What is the implication of this on my business? What's the shelf life of this particular product? Do I want stabilized almond butter where an additive has been added to make sure that the oil doesn't separate when it sits for a while? Or do I want the unstabilized almond butter? So these are all things that you're going to have to consider. Do I want to create almond butter from organic almonds, that is almonds that do not have chemicals in it, they don't have pesticides, they were grown organically? Am I doing flavored? I mean, so you have to really think about these things and then identify them for your brand. And I just want to point out here that you can always have a line of different lines of products. So it could be the same almond butter, but then we're starting out with plain, and then say we give ourselves a goal of having about 6 months, we're moving on to flavored based on demand. And you just move on like that. So another thing to consider is your legal and regulatory requirements. You need to register your business and you need to obtain relevant food safety certifications. So this is based on what is obtainable in your country. You also have to look at the labeling laws, the ingredient disclosure, the expiration dates, and the allergen information are very important on the labeling. But like I said earlier, it is basically based very much on what is obtainable in your country. So you have to do more research on that. Then you think about the production facility. Where do I want to set up my business? Where do I want to produce this almond butter? Do I want a home based kitchen setup, or do I want a commercial space? What is the cost for me right now in my business if I go with a commercial space? You also have to think about your equipment. Do I need a roaster? Am I going to just be roasting over a pan or in an oven? Do I need a grinder, or am I going with a blender or a food processor? Your grinders, your mixers, your packaging machines, you have to think about these things. So basically, the summary of this model is just that when you're setting up an almond butter business, You have to do your business plan, you have to think about your legal and regulatory requirements, and you have to think about your production facility. You have to do research on things and then come up with the decisions that will benefit your business, especially at this stage that you are in. Thank you for coming to the end of the module. We have an activity for you. So I just want you to quickly draft a simple outline for your almond butter business. Include your production setup, your target market, and distribution channels. Please leave that in the comment section and we will be sure to go through it. Also, if you have any question, do not hesitate to drop that and I will be sure to answer you. Bye for now.